Okay, Scott, I'm addressing this to you because of your critical and analytical abilities. And I hope it makes sense, and I would like to hear back what you see wrong with this. But let's jump right to the beginning. The Pope and Obama are meeting on September 23rd of this year. The Pope has taken some very unusual positions. One of them is exobiology. Seems like he's standing ready to stand at the papal balcony with his arm around an extraterrestrial and say, "Welcome to God's world." This is profound. I mean, the Church, the Vatican, fought Galileo for generations. And all Galileo was trying to do was say, well, yeah, the Earth rotates around the sun. It's not the center. All right, so why would the Church really resist this? Well, once mankind looks up and say, "Oh, look it, the sun's just another star, and golly, look it, there's so many we can't count them, and wait a minute, we're just one little speck rotating around us. This star, holy crap, we're not alone in this universe." But it's taken, what, from Galileo to 2015 for the NASA gang to claim, well, there's a billion inhabitable or Earth-like planets in this galaxy alone. That's got to be right up the shorts of the Vatican from the years in which they persecuted Galileo. But now, the Pope's out in front, ahead of them, most of us, including the CIA, the NSA, the MI6, you name it. All those agencies are busy covering up the idea of extraterrestrials. They're going to lose to the Vatican. Here's why. The Vatican is sitting on nearly 2,000 years of librarian activities, documents that, in theory, are miles long. Miles and miles. I've heard the term 53 miles. I can't really believe that, but there you go. That is evidence gathered from around the world by the Vatican, by the Catholic priesthood, in every country where there's a Catholic church. The evidence of extraterrestrial contact must be contained there. So, what's it all mean? The Pope and Obama meeting. I think the Pope is preparing for an announcement as a substitute for the second coming of Christ. This I can't prove. I can only deal with it by inference. And you might call this the biggest psyop in world history. 1.5 billion Catholics are going to listen to this message. Shouldn't be ignored. Now, his interaction with Israel, and especially Bibi Netanyahu, are very interesting. I recall a little discussion with Bibi in which the Pope says Christ spoke Aramaic. Bibi vigorously disagreed. Christ spoke Hebrew. This was almost academic in discussion, but the Pope very definitely stated his position. There's a lot more that goes on in terms of Jerusalem. There's some sacred rooms that the Pope is planning on visiting, and that basically the Zionists don't want him to. I mean, the Mount Hebron, I just not really up on biblical history, but the Pope is stepping right into it in Bibi's face. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but you have essentially their quote-unquote leader of 1.5 billion Catholics against how many acknowledged Jews around the world? 0.7% of the world population? This is significant. Now,